rolling. Mr. Gumbo, thank you so much for making time to talk to us, team manager for Wildcat. Your team is definitely making a lot of noise on social media and everyone is excited, so it's good for us to finally have this opportunity to talk to you. How long has Wildcat racing team been around for?
Thank you so much, Sanford.
Yeah.
Actually, Wildcat racing team was formed last year, mid last year. Like last year, as Wildcat racing team, we only had about one event, which I think was in Kwashi. As a team, we have had 5 events, and this will be our first international as Wildcat racing team. Yeah.
How have the performances been so far in the events that your team has participated in? I think you also had some few last year in Copper Belt.
Yeah. Actually, as a team, it's been a challenge because, you see, our team comprises of 3 drivers. One is an expatriate from South Africa, then 2 are local Zambians. And like for a guy who's coming from South Africa, it has been his first time to use a 4x4 car. He uses a front-wheel drive in South Africa 1600 car. So he has been learning it. And these cars also have been new cars in our hands, the S2000 cars. Also, as our technical team had to make a lot of adjustment in terms of spare parts, how to understand the vehicles. So to us, I think this year it will be a better year.
When I've talked to most people in terms of their predictions and how they see it, the likes of Dean, who was in South Africa for the South Africa Rally, I was speaking to Jassy recently, yeah. Logan and everybody. When they talk about their predictions, guys inside of that, and most have actually said he might even win it. How much of a chance do you think he has? You are talking about him driving a new car. Do you think he's had enough time behind that vehicle to be able to compete against the likes of the Skoda and the Ford Fiesta?
Well, that's a very big equation. For sure, Guy is a good driver. And also, we do have good drivers who are coming for this event. I think like the guys who are coming from Kenya, my prediction is Manvi is a quick driver, Kautundo and Bodichaga. Local guys, yes, we've got Riroy. But when I look at Riroy and Guy, I think they seem to have the same challenge. Riroy has got a quick car, quite new to him, he needs to learn it more. Guy is a quick driver, he's got a quick car, quite new to him, he needs to learn it. And it's a left-hand vehicle, he has to adapt how he's going to take his corners. So for Kao Tundo, he's a quick driver, yes, he hasn't been here. And in Kenya, people have spoken about an Evo 10 beating R5s. Just for your information, they use what we call B13s. It's a kit you put on an end car to give it more power. Different boxes, big intercoolers, big restrictors, all those things. But now he's going to run standard Evo 10. They have never been here. With vast experience he has, also I'm sure he's going to face challenges. So to me, among the 4 or 5 guys, anyone can scope it. You just have to go with your luck. Otherwise, good drivers are there and it will be a good competition.
Another issue for your team is after events, vehicles are maintained in South Africa. And I remember at another gathering, somebody brought up the question that does it sort of disadvantage the guys because they do not have a lot of time to practice on their cars, especially the likes of the Zambian team, Zube and Kelvin?
Actually, as I said, that our team has been running for now 2 years. Like last year, it was the full season. Yeah. Now we're doing a full season. We have to make a lot of adjustments in terms of our guys having enough time with their cars. Because even Guy himself, he doesn't stay in Johannesburg. He stays in Durban. So if he needs to practice, he has to fly down to Durban, fly back. If Zambian guys needs to test their cars, they have to fly to Joburg and fly them back. But we will make adjustments so that the cars can be in on time, let's say a week before, so that our drivers also can have enough time with their vehicles. I'm sure this thing is going to work out.
After the Cyberguard rally, we did see, or rather here, in the at least within the circles of motorsport, that there was a possible new acquisition that you're going to add to your team, a very exciting name, former national champion Kenny Mukosa. And all of us were looking forward, especially when the announcement was made that Guy is getting the other car. So we thought, okay, there's an extra car that Kenny can jump into, and we thought this would be the event you were unveiling him. Any update to that effect?
Thank you so much, Sanford. I think just to clear the air on that one, Ken Kosan, with his sponsors, have had meetings with Wildcat Racing Team, trying to see if we can be part and parcel of the team by buying one of our cars. This deal is still in the pipeline, and we're hoping for the best. And also Ken, I'm sure he knows that to drive an S2000, it's not an easy car to drive. It's not like the Subarus and Evos. He needs to go for practice and training, which you're willing to do. Once the deal is done properly and Ken has acquired one car from us, definitely we'll put him in shape by sending him to South Africa, that he can learn these cars more, understand the cars more. For sure, he is a quick driver, and for him to come on board, it will be good competition.
For Zubair, I'm sure, how much of an exciting opportunity is it for you as a team to work with the young guy who won the last rally of the Mo2, and everybody talks about his potential? Just how much of an exciting setup is it for you people to work with those guys?
As Wildcat Racing Team, we are very excited that with a young man like Zubair in our team, because the boy has got potential, he's got future, he's still young, he's quick, ready to learn. So as Wildcat Racing Team, we would love to say that we would want to make Zubair maybe one of the most quickest driver we can have, like in Zambia, if not in Africa, by giving them a right machine, because you know he's using an N16, because now, these days, if you look at Evos and N16s, they're not a match with these new cars which are coming on the market, the R4s and R5s. We'll try our level best, see if you can be super quick enough, more disciplined, finish events, stay on the road, bring results. Once our sponsor is impressed, we don't see why he can't have a new car, why he can't have an R5 or an R4. As we have seen Wildcat, by bringing Guy Botry to Zambia, they've pushed up this motorsport to high limits. You can see the speeds are very high. The competition is tough now, which is a plus for Zambians. It's very challenging. That's what I've seen, like even East Africa guys want to come and have a feel, want to come and test Zambian events by coming to our international event, which is it's a good sign for us.
Good that you mentioned the effect that Guy is having, because in certain circles others would be a bit concerned why Guy from South Africa and the like, but yeah, that issue you're explaining, the advantage is bringing to sort of push the guys. But on the other side, isn't it working to the challenge of local drivers to have somebody as a guest driver but driving so fast you're pushing him, then in the long run you are sort of damaging your cars?
No, Sanford, that doesn't mean when you drive quicker you damage your car. You must be quick, be able to handle your speed, keep your car on the road, listen to your navigator, to your technical team. It shouldn't be a problem. Like Guy, we're not saying he's the fastest guy in South. Even him when he's racing in South, there are people who are quicker than him, who are making him even much, much better. If I can remind you, 10 years ago, we used to have what we used to call Zimzam. It was a series, it was between Zambia and Zimbabwe. We did that because Zimbabwean guys proved to be more quicker. So guys, let's do Zimzam. And Zimzam also improved our drivers. One of them was Mona Singh Senior, the late Charles Kapia, may so rest in peace, Chulu, Raju Saran. All these guys were in Zimzam series, Rami Singh, and they really proved to be much, much quicker after went into that Zimzam series. So we can just encourage them that they shouldn't feel intimidated, because Guy is here. You see, he's here for a reason. One, even to make our own Wildcat drivers much, much quicker, understand their vehicles, look after their vehicles. That's why even our technical team, if you have seen, the main guys are in South Africa. Even here we've got our own mechanics, but it's a team that are working together, make them understand the vehicles, and also that tomorrow, in future, they can do these vehicles on their own, that the South African guys. So for guys to finish, you need a good preparation.
Okay, so talk us through the team now. How many cars are entering this event? Which are those cars and who is in those cars?
In terms of Wildcat Racing
Yes.
Team? Wildcat Racing Team, we've got 3 cars. Actually, we've got 4 cars now, but only 3 cars are going to enter. That's the Subaru N16 for Zubeisa, and the Oris Toyota Kelvin has changed from the Ranex since we've acquired an R4 Etios from Rally Technique, which is our head driver is going to use, Guy Botto. So we've got 3 cars in, and out of the 3 cars, 2 cars they're in Class A, that is in terms of national championship, and 1 car for Kelvin is in B class. So our aim is at the end of the season to win both classes, A and B.
Okay, so for the fans, what platforms are you on that they can be able to follow your updates and be interactive with the team?
The best thing is that they should like us on FB. We are there, Wildcat Racing Team. There's more info on that page. They'll get the truth. They'll know what is happening. Already people are asking about R4. What car is this? Is it a 4-wheel drive? What engine is there? That's an R4. It's a 4-wheel drive. It's powered by Peugeot. Homologated with that engine. It's a turbo intercooled. So it's quick. When you compare the R4 and R5, the price difference is huge. The R5 is very expensive. But in terms of performance and speed and everything, with good drivers, per kilometer the difference is 1 second. So really, it's not bad.
We saw what it was able to do in South Africa when it was with Faken. So if that repeats itself, possibly, and we know that guy is a good driver, maybe that result can repeat itself. Right, so finally, a way to fans out there who are contemplating, should I go for this event in Ndola or not? Just what are they going to miss if they're not going to turn up?
It's an historical event. I would encourage them that they should find themselves in Ndola and see it for themselves. Yes, people, they have that feeling, and there's a story going around, the Evos, they kill the R5s. Come and see what will happen, because definitely in the top 10, there are super quick drivers. So I've said that you need luck to win this event, because most of the guys are experienced, but as Wildcat Racing Team, we are not ruling ourselves out. We don't just need a podium, we need a first finish, we need a trophy.
Are people going to get any goodies, t-shirts, capes, drinks? You bring in the truck. Usually when you see Wildcat, people are always knowing that they're receiving something.
yeah, for sure, Sanford. I would encourage you to come thirsty and hungry. We'll feed you with products from Wildcat. There's drinks and some biscuits will be there. And yes, t-shirts will be there and caps. But as I've said, follow our Facebook. Conditions are there, how you can get a free t-shirt. Or those who've got Aka's number from Cabo, just call him. He's the one in charge of our funds. He will guide you properly. Let's hope you get a spectator guide book, so that you can really know where to stage yourselves and position yourself nicely to watch the event safely. We just encourage you that watch it safely, because these cars will be coming at a very, very high speed. And as we always say, that motorsport can be dangerous, so make sure you're watching it safely. Don't go on the road and try to take pics and things like that. You might not see this car, because it'll be very, very fast. So better watch it safe. Okay,
we'll be catching up again next week in Ndola. When the event arrives, I understand you have to be making your travel just to do the recce. So best of luck as that happens. And also thanks so much for having spared a moment to chat with us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Asante sana.